Well, Zachary. I've been off screen this whole time.
Yeah.
Well, Zachary, let's do it again. Welcome back, everybody, to the Things and Stuff podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Dom. Sometimes I like to talk about things.
And I'm Zach, and I talk about the latest, the greatest.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And we got something for you today.
We do.
Shout outs to
We got something for you every day of the week.
one of these days we'll get good at this product placement.
It is almost too early in the morning to be drinking these, but
Never.
not really.
Never.
It's never
Ghost
too early.
Energy. Shout out to Ghost. Every time I tag them on Instagram, they never respond to me. Shouts out to you.
They filed complaints.
I have a restraining order.
Please stop. We don't want this kind of publicity.
And we got to do the...
Alani,
Oh, yeah.
for the everyman.
For the
And
new
we'll talk
generation.
about that.
What?
Maybe we shouldn't.
What?
I was gonna say
Alani
for
new?
every man, every woman, and every
Look, man, Alani doesn't...
Discriminate.
They don't
No.
discriminate. If you want something that tastes great, it's carbonated, it'll give you energy. Alani's for you, dude.
makes your mouth feel good.
Alani New is for you, dude. And that's your slogan.
Alani new for you. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Because you know why Alani New is for you, dude? You know why? Because I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes.
Dude.
Oh, bro, you didn't do the obligatory crud wipe. I don't know if
And
there's
thank God I did. Not. I
not.
mean,
thank
God I looked.
yeah. PSA again. Wipe the crud. Wipe the crud off your cans.
There's actually some top crud.
Top crud. There's nothing worse than some top crud. What kind of top crud are you working with here?
It's brown.
And he's going for it anyway. That's for you. Cheers, guys. Cheers to you. Cheers to everybody out there.
We'll streamline this one day.
What is your deepest, darkest secret?
Oh boy.
I open mouth kissed a horse once.
Really? Yeah, that's intense. I like the way my shit smells.
Look, man. Everybody likes their own brand.
It's true.
You can't tell me you don't.
So, love you to death, Kelly, dude. She dropped a bomb the other day. She dropped a bomb, and I made the biggest deal out of it. I was walking around the house like, whoa, there's no courtesy sprays or nothing. You just walk in there and just
Somebody light a match.
wallops you. And it was funny because my daughter follows me and she goes, "Woo, stinky."
Love you, August.
Yeah.
So here's a story. It's a short one. A long time ago, me and my friend Zach here, we were sitting down playing some video games. I believe it was Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
It's a good year.
And
It's a good year.
we're doing the thing, fighting each other. It's going great. I win, he wins, I win. It's very balanced. And
Kid
then Super Saiyan Vegeta. And then I see him shift a little bit. He does a little hip motion. I'm like, dude, you okay? And immediately he shifts. There's a noise. I swear to you,
Immediately.
the stench hits my nostrils. I groan. I complain. It's terrible. It gets to the point, I swear on my life, it burnt my eyes. It was so putrid. The fumes went into my eyeballs. I had to leave the room.
So, I don't know what it was as a kid. Like,
I was
ate
just bowls of raw broccoli.
I know. It's paying off. It's
Fiend.
paying off.
Absolute fiend.
I don't know if I was just unaware of my own stench as a kid, but there was I specifically have a memory. I don't remember what the shoes were. I think they were probably like DC shoes or something.
I want to talk about those.
But I'd go to his house, and his family, they're clean freaks, right? They're not clean freaks, but the house is always clean. Like, I always came over. Dom was always cleaning.
We're
The
aware
sisters
of
were always,
smells.
Yeah, they're aware of. They got strong nostrils, right? And I would come over, and I, as a kid, wouldn't wear shoes with socks sometimes.
Despicable.
And my feet would just reek. And I remember there was one time your mom made me fucking put my feet in the goddamn pool.
I remember that.
And
I
leave my
remember that.
shoes outside because it smelled so bad.
I remember that.
And I didn't even care. I was just like, this is what I have to do.
Well, the thing is, too, like, when you were a kid, you were very standoffish. And so we would tell you something and be like, no, they don't.
Well, did
You'd
I?
be like, bro, Zach, your feet stink. No, they don't. And he would do this. He would do this. No, they don't. Like, foot to nostril.
Okay,
just
so
deny
here's a hot take. Have you... I know you're going to say no. Have you ever bitten one of your toenails off? Like the top, like trimmed the toenail, but you...
My body doesn't bend that way, Zach.
Okay, so if we're talking about deepest, darkest secrets, that is something that I have done when I was younger. I would fucking only the big toes because I wasn't that flexible.
Still, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
What was going through your brain? Like, just looking at
I
your
couldn't
toe,
find
like,
the toenail clippers.
So you didn't want to just pick it off like a normal human?
Teeth work better.
And that's your podcast.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
So in the comments, everybody, or DMS or whatever, whoever.
Or if you're listening on Spotify,
message somehow.
say it out loud in the car like I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here's it.
What are your deepest, darkest secrets? Wrong answers only. That's a dangerous game.
That is a dangerous
That's
game.
a dangerous game.
This comment section is about to be wild.
Yeah.
So here's
Hopefully.
here's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I feel a bit weird about asking about this, but
A bit perturbed.
no, I don't think so. It's just like, I don't want to say it's embarrassing, but it's a little bit embarrassing. If you're listening to a podcast that you're really into and they say something that you have a strong opinion on, do you pause it and speak out your opinion as if you were in the podcast yourself and then resume said podcast after you spoke your point? Because I do.
Okay, it's my turn. Let
Let
me speak.
I actually do have an opinion on that.
He just says it out loud into the universe.
I do.
And
I
he
really
looks
do.
to the seat next to him, and there's no one there, and he goes, "Oh."
No, I don't. I usually listen to all my podcasts while I'm driving, so I will just speak it out to the open road. But I will have full conversations with said podcasters, and they'll never hear me. I'll never be on their podcast.
One day. One day, oh, one day.
Speaking of DC shoes, are they still around?
Yeah, they have to be. DC is a
Were
brand
they
that's still
not
around.
the absolute most comfortable shoe of life?
I mean, they were literally just walls of fabric.
bro, they were.
At least this much padding.
Yeah,
DC
that was
shoes.
pretty good. They're out here like Kingdom Hearts shoes. They made your feet massive, literal boats of fabric, and you just felt invincible in them. I feel like you could step on
Nails.
step on nails directly.
Wear some DC shoes, step on nails.
Film it, tweet at us.
Yeah. But you didn't hear it from us.
You did not.
Don't.
No, you did. I'll say it. I'll take the full blame. Go for it. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean.
Because nothing's going to happen. You're going to step on it, and you're just going to float above the nail.
Yeah, it's true.
They are so
Like clouds.
thickly padded. They're made from the hide of...
Cumulonimbus clouds.
Wow.
Freaking up in the stratosphere, dude.
Wrapped in boar hide. they're just so thick.
Have you ever seen a boar?
In real life, no.
Hmm.
I hear they are very intimidating because they'll gouge you. R.I.P. Robert Baratheon.
Yeah.
R.I.P. the ending of Game of Thrones.
I can't watch the show anymore just because I know it's going to end like shit.
It's just the worst. It's like you're getting into the car with your family. You got your best road trip snacks, your favorite drink. You got your favorite road trip playlist going. Everybody's having a grand old time.
And then all of a sudden you're
After
plunged
three-
into the nether realm in the upside down, and all of a sudden you're in Stranger Things.
I was gonna
And
say
you're fighting demogorgons.
I was gonna say that sounds cool. I was gonna say you end up at the doctor instead of Disney World.
That sucks. That sucks. That's a ball buster. Hey kids, we're going to Disney World. Yeah, Daddy. This isn't Disney World. Shut up.
Now you're getting your finger pricked.
Yeah.
And that's just, why is that the most painful thing ever?
Finger pricking?
Like I'll take a needle to the arm, I'll get a blood draw, whatever, but the finger prick hurts so bad.
Because I think it's very close to the bone.
Sure.
Where there's a lot more cushion.
Yeah.
A lot
Cushion
more
for the pushing.
Yeah. But up here there's essentially no
Right on the
fat.
phalange.
There's no fat on the fingers. And I would, this hot take,
Hot take.
fingers are probably
take.
one of the more sensitive parts of your body anyway.
Really?
You think? I think so. They're conversely the most sensitive because like when you touch somebody or when you caress or whatever, fingers are usually
You finger them?
You finger them. You didn't hear it from us, but you use your fingers when you beep. Cut. No.
shoot.
Yeah, no, I think the fingers are one of the more sensitive body parts because when you burn your finger, that shit hurts like hell. Like, okay, so someone who's worked in the kitchen, I can burn. I don't know. Like you just feel it. Like they're sensational.
Feel it more?
There's the fingers are meant to feel sensations.
You're not wrong. I think that I've just beaten my hands to death
I
over the
agree.
years that, like,
I agree.
slipping, slapping, like it don't really hurt me anymore.
I agree to that, but like they're simultaneously made to not feel things but be extremely sensitive to feel things. Like I don't know how to like they're hardened, but but they're also sensitive. Like you cut your finger and you'll go through with it and like, oh my god, I cut my hand, I didn't even realize. But then you touch something cold and you're like, oh my god, that's really cold.
Oh, you're really committed to this, huh?
I really am.
I will give you this.
There's some
When-
merit to it.
When you're cold or when it's cold
The
outside
fingers.
and your hands are cold,
They're the first to go.
everything is treacherous.
You can be,
Everything is. You ever open the car door wrong or like it's locked, so you do one of these little, and you pull too fast and it snaps and it. I guess not. Look, I've tried to open my car door and it was still locked, and it was cold outside. So I guess the shock of me pulling the door handle went through my hands and it hurt. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Well, see you later.
We'll be right back after these messages. Trying to think of something here. Oh no. Here's
I
a
didn't get up and
challenge.
leave you.
There's a challenge. He's brought Sprite. Oh, no.
Apparently, there's a
Are we chugging the Sprites?
there's a rumor going around
that we can't chug a Sprite?
that you can't drink a full bottle of Sprite without burping.
All right, kids. Kids, the adults are working.
Public service
You
announcement.
can have the fucking zero sugar. I don't want zero sugar.
I know. That's why I got you a regular one. Kids, stay away from sugar.
Added includes total sugar 63 grams. Includes 63 grams. Added sugar is 126%.
Bro, 63 grams of sugar is wild. 0.
Sugar, alcohol.
Hey, that's why we feel so good after drinking Alani.
All right, guys.
I
Cheers it.
Well,
So
we'll
are
see.
Are we chugging it? Or
Okay,
are we just
you gotta
drinking
drink it as swiftly as you can. I don't think you need to chug it, like per se, but don't like just sip it.
Okay, I'm gonna close it back up to keep the carbonation.
What is the penalty for who burps first?
You gotta stub your pinky toe.
Oh no!
Deliberately stub your pinky toe. No.
I was gonna do it. You gotta take you gotta take a dab.
No, 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 no.
Leave it down in the comments. What's the penalty?
Yeah.
See if what we come up with matches what you came up with. For our Spotify listeners, this may get a little weird.
We're glad you're here on the journey with us.
Let me set the scene for you. We're in the studio.
Just
If
two
you've
guys.
never seen the studio,
It's dimly lit.
It's
There's candles.
oh, we actually didn't turn on
There's
the
a candle.
spotlights. There's a candle,
Huh.
and it's called Man Cave. I don't think we need the spotlights because I'm super white, and it makes me whiter. And I got this white shirt on. Shout out Target Tees. Shit. Shout out Target Tees for this daftly made. I like my shirt. I got a Target. My girlfriend got it for me. Thank you. I love it.
I got a Max RuneScape shirt, but I don't have a Max RuneScape account.
You know,
the homeboy got it for me. So
I have a matching one. I have one of the most embarrassing times of my life.
are we gonna drink this or what?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, let's put a pin in it, and then we'll talk about that.
put a pin in
afterwards.
it. We're sidelining the timeline right now. Fresh seal. Look at all those bubbles. I'm doomed. I can already tell this is going to be difficult. There are so many bubbles in my esophagus right now. It's bubbling. We're about halfway done with the drinks for our Spotify listeners. Shout out to you. Sorry you had to go through this. Oh, God. It's getting to the point where I almost can't swallow. That's what she said.
I feel the burn.
It's right here. It's right under my jaw. There's a bubble right above my Adam's apple. It's too cold. It's hard to drink. It's too cold. It's giving me a stomach ache.
Are you done?
No. I still have a lot left. About 60% done. I don't know. There's a burp directly above my Adam's apple. Does that count?
I don't know.
Does
I
the cough
coughed.
count? I feel like it's going to come out involuntarily.
Right?
About 75% of the way done. For Spotify listeners, shout out to you again. I think I'm going to throw up. Oh, he's doing it. He's chugging. You're a beast. You're a madman.
I just. Sorry, Spotify. There's so much saliva. Oh, that felt great.
I've never felt this sensation before. That's what she said.
The first time for everything, baby. Let the record state.
I burped first. Zach is victorious.
But that burp was amazing. I can't wait to see that again. You know, I think it comes from years of forcing myself to burp sometimes.
Oh, no, I used to do it all the time. You swallow a little air and it comes right out.
God bless.
Our apologies to all the listeners. That was... Whoever came up with that challenge, I hate you. That was horrendous. Oh, wow. What were we talking about before this?
You had something to talk about.
I feel like we're going to be burping all day, bro. All day long. And here's another one. That was a very strange sensation. It was... Cause like I was...
We challenge you guys. See if you can do it.
See if you can even drink
Half
a bottle without burping. Because boy howdy, halfway through that bottle...
That was intense.
Oh, wow. It was like... I breathed out, and the air just pushed itself out. I felt like I farted through my throat. That is the only way I can describe it. You know those really airy farts that like it just
felt great.
You just let it go.
I didn't think when I burped, like, I didn't think I was going to. Like that much would come.
I'm actually pretty sad that I burped that way because I really wanted to feel the
like
relief.
A belch.
Yeah, I wanted to feel the relief. That one, it was kind of just like
premature.
The air was just said, I'm not staying in here anymore. No. I refuse. I am done.
This I will not be contained. Foul human. Release me!
Goodness gracious.
You had something to talk about.
I don't remember. I'm going to pull out the old notepad, see what we got.
Yeah.
We sidelined the timeline, but I don't remember what timeline we sidelined.
2.
So, I'm going to
Me too. All I can think about is burping.
Do you feel cold? I feel the Sprite circulating through my body. God bless you for drinking the sugar one. That's a lot of sugar, bro. He's gonna die later. No, he's not. How do you feel about women calling things cute? In the sense of some things
just aren't cute.
Just aren't cute. Like my mom called my house cute. My house ain't cute, bro. It's how dare
quaint.
you?
It's quaint.
Quaint is fine.
Quaint is
fine, but like, it's not cute.
Okay. Sorry, Linda. It's slightly insulting when you call it cute.
Because like it's got masculine vibes to it.
Yeah, there's masculine.
I have 2 freaking figures of Vegeta in my living room. How are you gonna call that cute?
It's cute.
Vegeta ain't cute. Vegeta ain't cute. Shout out Vegeta.
So, just to say that cute, when you say something is cute, depending on how you say it, it can be insulting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, because someone I know says things are cute all the time, and I'm just like, that's not cute, bro. That's not cute. Like, that's not cute. That's not cute. That's not cute.
The arrangement.
They're amazing.
Is cute.
No. No, Zachary. No.
I say things are. One time we were eating at the finest. Oh, it's not true.
Olive Garden.
Yeah. We were eating at a Olive Garden. And, Kelly and myself and August. Jasper wasn't here yet, and dude, I have the cutest baby picture. I gotta show it to you.
That's cute.
Yeah,
that
that's
is something
cute.
that's cute. He's pulling it up. He's pulling it up. Baby stuff is cute.
Yeah.
A monster truck is not cute.
Look how handsome this man is.
That is a handsome baby right there.
That is a
Put it up to the webcam. That's a handsome baby.
That is a good looking baby right
That's
there.
a handsome boy right there.
That is. Such a happy.
He's literally got the opposite whiff of your hair.
Yeah.
Like yours is up, his is down. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Handsome little kid.
That's
so
cute.
we were going to Olive Garden. We were just enjoying ourselves. There was some nice, like, I don't know, Sinatra or whatever playing, and Michael Bublé.
Shout out Sinatra and Bublé.
And I sat there. I must have called the Olive Garden comfy like 30 times. I'm like, wow, this is just so comfy.
I get
so
that.
Comfy.
I get
It's
that.
like it's like on a rainy day and you're sitting at Barnes and Nobles and you got a good book or whatever.
And a coffee.
Oh. You don't have anything else to do. It's not busy, and you got your headphones in or there's jazz playing. It's just comfy.
That's comfy.
It's comfy. Or
that's a different level of comfy.
There's another comfy that I can rival. You have a brand new game on a portable device. And you're curled up on the couch or something that is next to a window, and it is raining outside.
Ooh.
And you're curled up, and it's like that twilight raining. It's just raining all day, and you're just curled up there with
the newest Pokemon or something.
Pokemon was one of those that came to my mind.
There it is, residual.
That is another extremely, as we drink more things that are carbonated, that is another extremely comfortable thing. Just like curling up with a good book,
I can't relate to that, but yes, like curling up with a good movie or starting a good show, like with a couple of episodes that you haven't seen, curled up on the couch, snackies.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing that with Stranger Things soon.
You doing that today?
Wait. No.
Oh, yeah.
Family's in town.
Oh.
So we're going to hang out with them. Maybe go to the Coops. Have you been to Coops? Cooper's Hawk.
No, I went in there to try and get them to buy produce for me, but they're contracted.
Bro, Cooper's Hawk is legit.
Yeah.
It is. It's in that weird range of like, it's almost fancy, but it's also casual. It's casuancy.
It's
fantual. It's fantual. It's fantual. Like you can go in there.
Upscale casual.
Oh wow, that's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
Upscale casual.
You can go in there in jeans and a t-shirt,
but you could go in there.
But you can also go in there dressed up.
Yeah. I 3-piece. I don't like the middle piece. I like the 2-piece suit. I don't like the vest.
What's the difference between a suit and a tux? Because I don't know.
A suit is for business. A tuxedo is for like events.
But what's the difference? Like if I see somebody coming in, if I see one person walk in a suit and another person walking in a tux, I won't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, you will. You don't. You don't intrinsically like. There's no difference on the surface, but when somebody's wearing a tux, you're like, oh, that's a tux. But if like you go to somewhere and if you stood somebody in a suit next to somebody in a tux, you'd know the difference immediately.
We got to go to Google.
Yeah.
Possible forehead warning.
Just because like, because I think in theory they're exactly the same thing, but when you put the tux next to a 3-piece tux next to a 3-piece suit, you can immediately tell the difference. I think it's maybe the way it's tailored or whatever, but
whoops.
You know, it's like this the 10th wonder of the world.
What?
How to fold women's clothing. I have I have no idea.
It's not real.
There's
like,
no
it's
folding
not
that
possible.
stuff. Like some of the clothes they have nowadays, I don't know how they do it. I can't do it, that's for sure.
Let me make this bigger so everybody can see. Cover our faces. Who needs to see our faces? Not me.
Traditionally, tuxedos have satin facing on the lapels, buttons, pockets trim, and a satin side stripe down the leg of the trousers. Suits don't incorporate any satin and usually have the plastic buttons or buttons faced with the same fabric as the coat. See, that's what I'm saying.
I tell you, that doesn't help me at all.
So, but that's what I'm saying is like, it's the satin. You see what he's saying right there on the lapels?
Uh-oh. Got a work call.
Hello?
Pausing. Well, I shall now take the time to talk to our listeners. Talk to our fan base. I'm trying desperately to get the webcam back. Here we go. Hi. Me again. Let's settle up. Get nice, close, and comfy. Too close. Too close. Forehead is popping. Just wanted to take the time to thank all of you for your continued support, your time spent with us, whether we know it or not, whether you know it or not. We appreciate it. If you are a new listener, welcome. This is not normal, but then again, none of these podcasts are normal. It is a random, and I say random with a capital random, every single time. We never have anything planned, except for like challenges or something, but that's pretty new. And we kind of just go off the cuff. Speaking of cuffs, what's the difference between a suit and a tux? I still don't know. We just looked it up. I still don't get it.
The satin on the lapels.
Apparently the satin on the lapels.
It's the satin on the
What is satin?
satin.
What is a lapel?
Fabric. The lapel is the front flap of the
So you're telling me that every single suit or every single tux has a satin lapel?
typically.
Well,
How do I get back?
just move the mic stand. How'd you get out?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still not buying it.
It's the satin on the lapels.
Whatever, dude.
Sorry, I'm working while we're working.
Working while we're working. We're working double
We
duty
gotta
here.
sub some.
No! And just like that, Zach ruins everything again. I hope my mic still works. Looks like it. Looks like it's fine. Destructo. He's a destructor.
Had to sub some potatoes.
Oh, I love potatoes, dude.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love potatoes? Potatoes, are they not the perfect side dish?
They are.
You can use them in any way, shape, or form. Truly, a loaded potato, a twice baked potato.
Can a potato be an entree?
I think it needs to be dazzled up a bit, like a loaded potato, or loaded fries, could be an entree, could be the centerpiece. But typically, let's settle this debate right now. What's the best type of fry?
Curly.
Okay. I don't disagree, but I think curly is second for me. I'm a sucker for some waffle fries. I think waffle fries reign supreme.
Waffle fries? No, curly all day. Like a nice seasoned curly, like
Like an Arby's fry.
the ones from Ricky's are really good. The curly fries from Ricky's.
Yeah, I do agree. My only qualm and quarrel with curly fries is sometimes they're not curled, and it's just like little bits and pieces of a fry. But, I mean, I'll take it or leave it. I love me some fries. I love me some curly fries. I'd say crinkle cut is third place for me. And then
Crinkle cut? I don't like crinkle cut.
you don't like crinkle cut?
No.
Why
I
not?
don't like the ridges.
I think the ridges are
I like-
so good for holding on to sauce that you dip. It's phenomenal. And they get nice and crispy. And then potato wedges fourth. Everything else. Shoestring fries can take a walk. Why bother? Why bother? You got to pick up like 40 of them to get a nice bite. What's the point? Stop cutting them so small. That's not what we're here for. Give me a nice thick cut fry or a spiral of a fry or give me a waffle potato. Don't give me a shoelace cut up into smaller pieces because I'm not here for it. Shenanigans, I'm talking to you. Don't give me that BS anymore, okay? Step up your potato game.
Yes.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
I'm
We will
working.
wait. We're on the grind here, people.
Yeah. I'm on call 24/7 now, so I can get called anytime. And this time it was about potatoes
I
for
do love potatoes.
a restaurant in Brickell, actually. So, dude, the produce world is cutthroat.
Huh.
That is a cutthroat world. I have never seen. It's like how Ford and Chevy like try to sabotage each other. It's
Yeah.
exactly like that. Like I've never experienced the. I literally had a dude tell me to fuck off the other day, yesterday.
Wow.
Essentially, literally, he didn't essentially
Oh,
tell me to
well.
fuck off, but he threw my business card away in front of me. I said, "Okay, goodbye. Have a good day." And I
Wow.
just walked out. Like the gesture, like
What
he
was
couldn't-
the exchange like though? Like,
he was fine, but I was just he was dismissive, didn't want to talk to me. He's with a competitor. Oh, you have to go to corporate. Blah 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 blah. I don't know anything. And then I give my card. Okay, well, take my business card anyway. You know. He's like, oh, okay, and throws it away. And I was like, just give it back.
savage.
Just give it back.
Yeah, man. Just
You
say
Just say no, thank you. I don't need it.
Just say no, thank you. Business cards ain't
But
cheap.
now you have the audacity
Wasteful.
to throw it away.
It's a power move.
Of course.
It's a power move.
But still, I
I-
came in there with nothing but respect, and all you can say is, no, we're happy with what we get.
I feel like it's actually more of a power move to refuse a business card. Like instead of throwing it away, if you say no thanks, and they're like, well, take my card anyway. You say no thanks and just walk away. Like now there's no chance
Yeah.
of you calling that. They don't have your number. They don't remember who you are, and you didn't disrespect them and the environment by throwing away a piece of paper.
So for me though, there are times where the person I'm talking to doesn't have a business card at hand, and so like I went to this one hotel, and I was speaking to the guy, and he really wanted to get on board, but he didn't have a business card, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just be back next week. Oh, okay, no problem. So you know who I am pushing for? Tipsy Bar.
hey,
I am
you know,
very close. to
funny
doing that.
story about that. Back in the day, there used to be a Mexican restaurant called Pancho's Backyard. It was phenomenal. Their chips and salsa were damn near refreshing, to quote Snack Daddy. If you don't know who Snack Daddy is, look him up on TikTok. He's got some good videos. Some of his opinions are trash, though. Damn near refreshing.
Yeah.
And they went out of business, or so we thought. After years of going to Tipsy Bar, and you know how my dad is. He starts to know everybody. He knows everybody. He talks to everybody. He gets a relationship with all the people.
Mm-hmm.
And funny enough, the guy who owned Pancho's Backyard closed down Pancho's to open Tipsy Bar.
Wow.
Bada bing, bada boom.
It's about who you know. So your dad knows the owner?
Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for the owner to sign the paperwork for me to sell them because they're not happy with their produce. The guy, Freddie's like their kitchen guy. This guy, Freddie. Black dude.
Tipsy Bar's cool.
Well, the only reason I'm going for it is because
Business.
it's busy. Dude, they
Always.
opened at 12 and there was easily within 10 minutes, 20, 30 people already. Like within 10 minutes, the restaurant just opened. That is a very good indicator to see how a restaurant does. Is if like same thing. Another place I'm gonna try that's in downtown Hollywood is Go Bistro.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 locations, and the other one's in Wynwood.
Yeah.
So, but they're not like high price scale. Like they're not high priced. I mean, what's the average price for an entree nowadays? Like $15.
Yeah.
That's just standard. If you're getting anything for less, it's cheap or very affordable.
But you'd be pressed to find something cheaper than that. Like everything is getting so expensive.
At like a decent place, like anything less than $15 is just not realistic.
Fast food.
Yeah, essentially. Oh, a frozen or cheap product or something like that. But yeah, no, Go Bistro. The second they opened at 12, people were already getting in there to sit down and eat.
Yeah,
and I was
because
like,
you establish that rapport. Because people go. What I was gonna say is, Tipsy Bar is a gastropub, and that's one of those things.
What's the definition of a gastropub?
Ding. It's
do we know? Because I don't know.
I don't know. I just know that anytime someone somewhere says they're a gastropub, they have like 40 different types of beer, which is great. So I think that's the gimmick. That's their shtick. You go there to try a bunch of different beers. That's where I go.
Gourmet comfort food.
Oh.
Place that sells gourmet comfort food.
Would have never, ever thought.
Well, it's like if you get their wings, the Tipsy wings, and there's fucking rosemary and sauteed onions on it.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
They're very good. I love those wings.
So where I was going with this is that's the kind of place that they have food for the sake of having food, but they do it up. They don't have an extensive menu, but they do it up. I personally don't care for the food at Tipsy Bar.
I like it.
I don't dislike it, but I won't say like, hey, you want to get something to eat? Let's go to Tipsy Bar. I'll say let's go to Tipsy Bar, get a few drinks, and then once we're there, we could probably eat. But I won't suggest dinner. Let's go to Tipsy Bar.
So I think because I had I tried it. I mean, I know you wouldn't eat it, but I had a portobello sandwich, and it was delicious. It was really good. A portobello sandwich, and they give you it was a salad with it, and it was.
I got mushrooms on my burger the other day. Trying it out.
I think you should try shiitake mushrooms.
I don't know what kind of. I think they were cremini mushrooms. Maybe.
Crimini.
Is it really crimini?
Yeah.
Like Jiminy?
Crimini.
Crimini Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not. I don't think it's
I feel like
crimini.
cremini sounds so much.
It
more
does,
fancy.
but crimini is the type of mushroom. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, I sell crimini mushrooms, but cremini does sound better. But now you're just assuming. Now you're just assuming that the mushrooms are Italian.
Now
you're saying
I assume
cremini.
I assume everything is Italian.
No, yeah,
it wasn't bad. I couldn't.
Go for shiitake.
I don't think I could taste them. So, like, how do you prepare your shiitake mushroom?
The same way you'd prepare any shiitake mushrooms, like
what the? I don't prepare any mushrooms.
Saute, butter, seasoning, or oil, whatever. Saute, or you could roast them, or you could grill them. Any way you want to cook it. I mean, don't boil them. But I mean, if you're gonna boil them in a sauce.
You're gonna make like a stew or a stock.
Yes, like mushroom soup. That's your use. It's a freaking.
You know what? I've been really interested in stock recently. Like I see
trading.
No, the damn Instagram algorithm is really hunting me down. I watched one video of this guy making beef stock, and I was super interested. And now Instagram's just tossing them at me. And it left and right stock videos, and it just looks so nice. Like you get the big pieces of beef, the bone in, and then the guy that I was watching put in roasted bone marrow. Yeah, so that's got to be good.
Yeah, but that's like a high level. The Joe Schmoes of the world just don't have roasted bone marrow at their disposal.
Oh, well, you just go to the store, you buy a halved bone, with the bone marrow exposed. You throw it on the grill or in the oven.
Of course. But
Toss
like I'm
that
saying,
bad boy in there.
not everybody is going out there like, oh, well, I need to make beef stock. Let me go get a freaking
Well, dude,
bone
if I'm gonna
marrow.
make some stock, I'm gonna do it up.
Yeah. If not, you
'Cause
just
that's-
get bottled stock.
Yeah, I mean chicken stock, beef stock.
Same thing,
I feel
except not less fancy.
I feel like stock is a very underused ingredient in the world.
I would disagree.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of like jambalaya, chicken
Oh
stock.
well, no, of course.
Chicken stock.
But like that's a specific recipe
Well,
that
no.
uses that. But you can
All
use stock
soups.
for anything.
Most soups will have a stock.
I'm talking about things that you generally wouldn't put stock with. Like cooking anything. Toss some stock in there. It'll enhance your flavor.
So
Threefold.
you're saying like you're cooking a steak and you just drizzle some stock on it?
Yeah. So like the tried and true method of
But that's
cooking
like
steak.
basting. That's when
Right.
you baste it. Like so.
Right.
Like,
So instead of just basting it with the butter, throw some stock in there with the butter. It'll
Yeah.
gel. It'll mix in. It'll get it all fancy and nice and tasting.
I don't see why
It's
not.
delicious.
I mean,
That's what I mean
there
by this.
there might be an actually reason why you don't do that, but
If there is, I haven't found it yet.
yeah, I don't know. I've never tried to cook a steak with stock, but it's like one of those things where
Oh, that's got some nice alliteration right there.
steak with stock.
I'm gonna go out and order me a steak with stock.
Can I get a stocked steak?
Stock steak,
Do you stock steak here?
bro.
I mean, we have
you
it
know
on the show.
what was
Huh?
weird? You remember Piccadilly?
Piccadilly's still there.
Yeah, but when's the last time you went there?
It's been a while.
It's been
Ages.
It's been ages. It's been ages. It's probably absolutely disgusting.
I actually, maybe it was always. It's like
It
a
was-
Sunday. It's like a after church
After
kind
church.
of place.
It was an after church thing.
Their
And-
roast beef was so good.
I never got anything but the chopped steak, and I hated that it was named that because it was just a beef patty.
Yeah, that is chopstick.
Just
Yeah, it's just
call it beef
it's just like a hard broiled, burger.
oh, it was so good though. It was
Yeah, chopped steak
smothered in gravy. Oh man,
Chopped steak is like Meatloaf's cousin.
yeah.
That's literally
Yeah.
what it is. Chopsteak is easy Meatloaf.
Man, I feel like it's not slept on, but so many people have a negative connotation with meatloaf. Meatloaf slaps.
Yeah, you can
hard.
really make a really good meatloaf. My problem with meatloaf is it always just gives me heartburn. Meatloaf gives me hella heartburn.
I think because of the different types of meat in it. Is it specific meatloaf or anytime you eat a meatloaf?
Ground beef.
Oh, you're just not a red meat kind of guy if it's not steak?
No, I mean I don't. For whatever reason, meatloaf just gives me heartburn. I don't know whether it's the spices or the pepper or what, because I eat tons of peppers. I season the hell out of my food, but every time I eat meatloaf, I just get heartburn.
Huh.
It's not that I like meatloaf. I think it's tasty, but man, I get some indigestion. I need some Tums after that shit. I'm not even old.
My mom makes a mean meatloaf.
Yeah. You can really like,
Oh, meatloaf is
you can,
so good.
it's,
you can do
but it's
so
also,
many things to it.
but it's also hard to mess up. Like you can't.
Oh,
really
bro,
mess
a
up
bad meatloaf is still a pretty good meatloaf. It's just
Yeah,
meat,
that's what I'm
unless it's
saying.
like severely overcooked and it's dry. But even still, you throw some barbecue sauce on that bad boy, and
and it's good.
you got a
Yeah.
killer sandwich. And then the leftovers. You ever had a meatloaf sandwich?
Yeah.
Dude, unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Slice it nice and thin.
Nah, dude. My mom used to slice it thick and make a sandwich for me for school. Unreal. Unreal. It was always so good. Love me some mom's cooking. Shout out Linda. Where we at time wise? 50 minutes.
Is it really? So I think we should close it on this. I brought it up earlier, but then we sidelined and went somewhere else.
Sideline the timeline.
But the new Stranger Things is out.
Yes, dude.
We haven't watched it yet.
Apparently, there's only 7 episodes, but apparently the last episode is a movie. It's like 2 hours long.
But isn't there a season after this?
I don't think so.
This is the last season?
I think this is it.
I thought this is the 4th season, right?
Yeah.
I remember them saying they're being greenlit for a 5th season. 5th season. it
Recently?
ends- Yeah.
I thought this was it. It wouldn't really make sense to have such an intense last episode if you're just going to continue. I feel like they're trying to wrap it up.
Is going to have a 5th season?
Let's see.
I can't seem to get that information right now.
Thanks, punk.
Freaking useless. I feel like it would be weird to have all this set up in such a massive last episode if they were just going to continue it with another season. Either way, I'm super excited. I can't
So they
wait.
did pitch season 5 to Netflix 2 days ago.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, even better, because I love me some Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Season 3,
So
I watched in one night.
Yeah, I just don't want them to drag it out like farther than what it needs to go. Like they could have ended it with season 1.
They could have.
It could have ended with 1 season. Did you ever
glad
watch
they
Midnight
didn't.
Mass?
No.
Oh, Midnight Mass was really good on Netflix. It's a town off of it's a New England town, like an island town, very religious town. Starts experiencing miracles, calamity ensues.
Ooh.
That's
Calamity.
Calamity. Calamity ensues.
Midnight Mass?
Midnight Mass. It's a 1 season kind of thing.
I might have
very
to.
good acting. Very good acting. Like I said, watch it with Tatiana. I think she'd get a kick out of it. There's also a good movie. I don't know how so it's one of those movies that
Go on.
it paints Christianity in that like odd light where so if you're being a Christian because it's good for your faith, awesome. But if you're being a Christian so you can do bad things under the guise of being a Christian, it's a movie on Netflix called The Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh.
Very good movie. Like very, very like solid movie where it's sort of like has that aspect. Well, I received a vision. The Lord told me to do it, so I murdered him.
Oh, shit.
Kind of vibe.
And then it goes down.
What's his face is in it? Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland's one of the main characters in The Devil Made Me Do It. Very good. Very good.
I have to
movie.
check both of those out. Midnight Mass.
Midnight
and
Mass.
Devil Made Me Do It.
That is the best way I can describe Midnight Mass. Small New England coast town.
Calamity.
Miracles.
Calamity.
Calamity.
Calamity is such a cool word.
Calamity.
It's like such a cool.
And then.
So cool. Cataclysm.
Yeah.
Calamity. Calamity ensues.
Yeah. Very good though. Very twisty and turny. You don't super expect it to. You don't expect it to be what it is, and then it is what it is, and you're like, oh my god. But the acting is superb. Yeah. So for my thing, Stranger Things, I love Stranger Things. I want it to be amazing, but like you said, you don't want them to drag on farther, and they start just missing the window.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than a show having a bad ending.
Don't pull
there's no,
Game of
there's
Thrones.
There's no catharsis. There's no catharsis. There's no you don't have any payoff. And you're stuck sitting there saying this wasn't how it was supposed to be. Like it wasn't like so that's my problem
like Harry
with
ending up with Ginny instead of Hermione.
that. Yeah. That's
Yeah. You can talk about it in the comments. I don't care what you say. That's not how it should have happened. I didn't read the books. I ain't mad about it. I read up to 5. I said what I said.
You think Harry should be with Hermione?
Absolutely. There's a lot of tension built up between them. And
I think that's the point.
Out of nowhere, Ron comes in and is like,
Did
hey,
you watch that video I
I'm a
sent
ginger.
about how Harry Potter is literally like
Yes.
a soft ripoff of Star Wars?
Yes.
It's actually true. When you put the blinders up and you don't look at like the little minute details like fucking robots and space pirates and shit like that, and like wizards, you start to see like the actual narrative.
I mean,
is
Jedi are space wizards.
literally space wizards. That's the only real thing
Space
to
wizard.
describe them as space wizards. Yeah. But Stranger Things, I don't know what else can be done. Like, yeah, they set up other things. You know, like, what's his face, Hopper. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the season, look, you've had plenty of time watching.
Spoiler.
Leave now. Like, like Hopper's in fucking Russia.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they teased that at the end of the last
season,
though.
Yeah, but like, pourquoi?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's like one of those things where, okay, now it's going deeper, but you could have ended
Like,
season 1
what-
at season 1, season 2 at season 2, and I actually need to go back and rewatch season 3 because I'm kind of
Yeah, me too.
I'm kind of
Oh,
flummoxed.
I'm gonna watch a recap video, but it's like,
yeah.
what do you do after the mind flayer? Like,
That's what it was, right? The Mind Flayer was
Yeah.
season 3.
Yeah.
What was season 2 then?
Just more stuff.
More Demogorgons
Yeah.
and stuff.
I'm pretty sure.
Because the 1 is just the Demogorgon,
Yeah.
and then season 3 is many Demogorgon,
The dogs.
which are just small Demogorgons, right?
Yeah, something like that. But that just reminds me of a quote from one of the coolest superhero movies I've ever seen. It's Batman vs. Superman, the animated version, and there's an exchange between Superman and Batman, and Superman's just wiping the floor with Batman, and he's asking Bruce to stop, and he's like, he says, you don't want to continue this. What happens when they send someone after me? And Batman goes, who do they send after you? After Superman. Like, what's after Superman? The strongest person, the end game. What happens after that? And then the fight continues. It's a very good movie.
Yeah, like
What happens after the mind flayer?
but that's my biggest thing with Stranger Things is you don't like
It's a strange thing.
because you're already like getting into like fucking like otherworldly like god-like creatures. Like
Right.
the Mind Flayer is like borderline a fucking god.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Borderline
saying. Who
of
do you
fucking
send after
God.
the mind flayer?
It's-
We'll have to see. We'll have to
Because
watch
the Mind Flayer corrupted people, right?
Yeah.
Well, one, right? It only corrupted what's his face.
Honestly, I have to rewatch because it's blurry for me.
Maybe a handful of people.
Billy,
Yeah, but Billy was the main one, right?
I think so.
Was there others? I don't think so.
I truly don't remember.
It's a pretty weak Mind Flayer then if it can only Mind Flay one person.
But it's like it's got its main base and it's doing big things down there.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying is like like I just don't want it to go too far and they're like we
I
got
don't
two
want it-
Mind Flayers.
I don't want it to end up like Supernatural, where 15 seasons in, they just keep adding stuff that makes no sense. Like, how many times can you literally fight God?
Oh really?
Yeah. Literally. Like, not a metaphor. Literally fight God. And then stuff after that. Like, shout out Supernatural. I love you.
Yeah. It's
Did
just,
not end poorly.
No. Good on you. It's just you really like Stranger Things like one of those shows.
Don't poot it.
No,
don't
don't
poot
put
the
it
ending.
because it's massive. You don't want to ruin it, and you don't want to shit the bed on it. Like
Amber Heard.
like I remember we were talking talking about The Witcher earlier. Like The Witcher is like one of those shows where I like it a lot, but because I've played the games and because I've read some of the books, it's the second season, right?
Yeah.
It's better. Unfortunately, I didn't finish it because I didn't feel obligated to finish it.
Honestly, it didn't capture me. Like, it didn't make me want to keep watching. I've played The Witcher 3, a little bit of The Witcher 2. I didn't read any of the books, but it didn't sink its teeth in me. Even the first season, like, I watched it because I was invested,
Yeah,
and I like Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill's
What
great.
a man.
I still, to this day, hope
making
I hope.
the Lich King.
I hope the Arthas book. If you guys haven't read, so look, Dom and I,
We're going off on tangents.
yeah,
Let's do it.
we stan World of Warcraft. We love World of Warcraft. The lore, the story, the game. We don't agree with some of the turns and twists and what's going on
Or
now.
the newest expansion, but it's fine.
But yeah, I'm not a whatever. It's one of those things where the Arthas book, it is one of my favorite novels because the entire, I mean, besides everything that happens in Shadowlands, I mean, like they literally did it. It's like they tried to they just did it wrong. They tried to Legion, because Legion brought back Illidan.
Illidan, yeah.
And they tried to shoehorn that with Arthas, but they did it in like one of the worst expansions.
So, to clear the air, Arthas is one of the biggest
Essentially
antagonists.
the best. He's the best antagonist.
But going off of what he's saying, there is a book that
titled Arthas.
It is one of, if not the best, World of Warcraft books out there.
Or stories.
It is so good that I promise you, even if you don't know anything about World of Warcraft, the story itself is so good that you can read it and still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But he is one of the biggest antagonists of the game. My favorite antagonist of the game, because I grew up playing Warcraft 3, and you follow his story.
Yeah.
And then it just turns into...
So
it's just
the main story that we're talking about involves 3 parts. It's a 2-part video game, 1-part book, where, I mean, the book covers everything that happens in Reign of Chaos, or most of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
No, everything.
Yeah, essentially everything. So it first started with Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos, and then eventually the book Arthas was written. So you take either which one you want. Arthas is, it's written well, but then if you play the game, it's a little bit different, but it's essentially the same thing. Book of Arthas, and then you go into World of Warcraft, the Wrath of the Lich King, and it is critically acclaimed to be either the second or the first best expansion in WoW history. I mean, closely tied with Burning Crusade. I think Wrath of the Lich King is the pinnacle.
Pretty widely spread, it would come out on top.
I think so too, just because Burning Crusade was... Like, there was a lot of mechanics and stuff that changed into Wrath.
It was just the pinnacle. They introduced the Death Knight. The raids were better. The dungeons were better.
The story. It was the story.
Yeah,
you were captivated. I still remember the first time getting off the Zeppelin from Orgrimmar to Howling Fjord and just oozing. Like, just like absolutely being sucked into the world and...
The best zones. Oh my gosh.
Best zones. Grizzly Hills. To this day, Grizzly Hills is. Morgan is still waiting in Grizzly Hills.
Wow.
Yeah, he's sitting there on a log somewhere by a river, waiting for a day that he comes back to World of Warcraft. But will it happen? Who knows? But yeah, this is our book recommendation to you guys. For fantasy lovers and people who just like good stories, because there's suspense, there's thrills, there's horror, there's romance.
And if you're an Audible listener, it's on Audible. The voice actor is great.
Yeah. I read it. He listened to it. So we recommend both. They're so good. I mean, look, nice rainy day. You find the book at Barnes & Nobles. Get it off Amazon, whatever. Go to Audible. Wherever.
Audible.com.
Audible.com. BarnesandNoble.com. Yeah. So that book, such a great story. Henry Cavill has said that he would play Arthas.
And boy, oh boy, there are some people that did some fantastic photoshopping.
Oh.
Yeah,
he's gorgeous.
He just plays the part.
Yeah,
he
did so well. Because I don't want to spoil. I mean, we already kind of did. But, yeah, you kind of, I mean, go read the book.
Go read the book. Or play the game.
Or
both.
Yeah, do both.
Live your life.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we'll wrap it up here. It's been a good podcast.
Yeah.
think I still have some residual gas. And that's it. Let us know in the comments if you ever end up getting to the book, if you've read it, if you know what we're talking about.
Hats off to you.
Hats off to you. You are one of us. It is it's a small world out there. We need to stick together, us nerds. See ya!